Day brought out the house full signs at Phoenix Raceway, where Sterling Marlin and Rusty Wallace shared the front row for the penultimate round of the Winston Cup Series. Wallace dropped back in the field early and appeared to be making no headway in the Miller Thunderbird. The first yellow surfaced when Rick Maas blew an engine and coated the pavement with oil. Some missed the patch, but not John Andretti, who buried the Richard Petty STP Pontiac head first in the cement. Fortunately, Andretti was able to walk to the ambulance unaided. And while track crews began some reinforcing work, short track racers Kenny Schrader and Jeff Gordon worked on their suntans. When the show resumed, Harry Gant found himself out of shape in the Skull Bandit, but rejoined the field without touching the wall. However, a one-in, all-in tangle in the front straight took out the cars of Jimmy Spencer and Michael Waltrip. Bill Elliott's Budweiser Ford called it quits soon after, leaving Terry Labonte in the Kellogg Chevy to lead the field to the wire for his 13th Winston Cup career win. Meanwhile, at Phillip Island on Sunday, Briton Carl Fogarty and the Ducati team inched closer to the World Superbike Championship. But all the plaudits were reserved for Aussie Anthony Gobert, who in his first international for Kawasaki blitzed the field to take Heat 2 after finishing third in Heat 1. It was an outstanding debut by Gobert, who campaigned the full championship trail in '95.
It feels pretty good. I sort of didn't know what to expect when I was out there. I was sort of looking for Scott, waiting to see where he was, and I couldn't see him coming behind me. And that once I got past him, I seen him clear out and stuff, and I was just waiting for the signals off the guys. And once they gave me the wave, then I was pretty happy, because I wanted to get my first sort of World Superbike win out of the way, because now I can start the season next year full of confidence and ready to go.
Sydney's biggest sporting crowd of the weekend packed into Parramatta Raceway on Saturday night for round 2 of the Peter Jackson Sprint Car Premiership Series. With over $250,000 at stake, the locals probably felt a little out of it, as Queenslanders Daryl Hodges, Mike Rowell and Todd Wanless occupied the front-running positions. 16-year-old Hodges was the surprise packet as he took up the front running and looked home for all money. Rowell closed in the number 14 Titan entry as backmarker Gary Rush and Robert Farr started on the long trek to ease the deficit. When David Anderson launched Stephen Gall to the wall, out came the yellows. Anderson stepped from his wreck while Gall cracked a vertebrae and will be out for a month. His seat in the Valvoline machine now likely to be filled by close friend Wayne Gardner. Hodges led away but was passed by Rowell soon after. Rush arrived to split the Queenslanders, while Farr took fourth in the Peter Jackson Racing entry. But a deserving victory, just the same for Rowell, who howled all night. Mike Raymond reporting for Sportsworld.